y'all. This is Diane Sanders at Sanders Family Real Estate. I'm here today with Christina Van Houten. Did I do that right?
Yes.
Here, she's on the HOA in the Barkers Ridge subdivision, and she has so graciously agreed to tell us a little bit about some of the HOA workings. No secrets, of course, but just some things that you as homeowners may like to know. So this is her viewpoint and not that of all the board, but it's Christina's viewpoint. So first of all, Christina, thank you so much for being here. And our weather, y'all, it was pouring down raining. It has stopped now. So thank you for rushing. People in the subdivision always try to get involved, but life gets in the way. If you could maybe tell some of the folks that are watching this, if they think they may want to get involved in our homeowners association, what's the best number one or two ways they could do that?
The number one way is definitely to attend your HOA meetings. That's when all of the official business goes down, and also to volunteer in your community. So if we have events coming up like Christmas or 4th of July or National Night Out, it's great to get with one of the board members and find out what you can do to get involved.
Okay, Christina, you touched on something, attending a meeting. Can homeowners attend meetings these days? I thought they were all on Zoom or something.
We actually are kind of rolling it back and coming off of Zoom. So as of right now, we are having our meetings at the Westlake Volunteer Fire Department. And I would love to see everyone there because I do feel like we have a pattern of just a couple of residents that are our usual folks that show up, but we would like to see a lot more from everyone in the community.
Okay, y'all, you got that. You can attend the meetings at the Westlake Volunteer Fire Department. Okay, Christina, thank you. Another question. What is a behind-the-scenes responsibility that board members handle that homeowners might not realize?
So one of the behind-the-scenes things that we take care of as a board are, you know, if you look at your grounds, you see everything is mowed, everything's well kept, taken care of, and something a little bit deeper behind the scenes would be our community events. So upcoming, we have the 4th of July Bike Parade. And we have different folks getting together to get that all set up for everybody. And that's something a lot of people don't really realize that their board puts on. A lot of folks that I've talked to in the past think that it's something that the city puts on, and it's not.
I've never heard that, but I do know people don't get involved a lot of times because they just don't know how. So they should reach out to you or another board member maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
And my inbox is always open.
Sweet.
And it's brhoachristina@gmail.com. I can't make it easier.
One small HOA rule that surprises most new residents. A lot of people come here from other parts of the country, like yours truly.
Yes.
Didn't you come from California?
I did.
So would you give us one of the small rules that might surprise some people?
This might sound silly, but you can't park in your yard. And there are other rules involved in being in an HOA because the purpose is to keep your neighborhood looking nice and preserve everybody's property values. And that's going to be in a document called your covenants, codes, and restrictions, or they'll also call them the bylaws. And that's another thing that you should definitely get with a member of the HOA or even your HOA management company to get access to.
And a nickname for that is the CCRs. So no parking in your yard, folks. So Christina, there's often repairs, big repairs and expenses that need to be made in a subdivision, any subdivision. So how far ahead does this board plan financially for repairs or replacements of big ticket items?
We try to have a certain percentage in reserve funds at all times in order to be able to cover any massive repair that needs to take place. Other items are going to shift to a schedule. Most recently, the plaster in the pool got completely redone. It's absolutely gorgeous now. Other items around here are also getting repaired, like our gazebo. You know, other items that are smaller, like we have, because, you know, Houston gets a good amount of wind, our tennis court nets that keep going down. Usually that's a volunteer effort where either I or another board member will come by with their ladder and some zip ties and fix it up. Large ticket items we definitely try to keep on a schedule. Large items like I feel like this is something that's a repair. Other people may disagree, but getting pest spraying, that is on a schedule.
As I slap that
As
mosquito.
you slap the mosquito off of your leg. We try to keep things on a schedule for when something is considered end of life, that's time to replace it.
Okay, Christina, what do you wish residents would do before they make big changes to their home?
All right, now let's say you want to make a big change.
A big change would be like
As something that you want to put in something new.
Okay.
Something new, like
pool?
let's say you want a pool or a pergola or an awning or something like that. I wish residents would understand that they should submit an architectural control committee form. And what that is you send a project plan to your HOA management company, and they will evaluate it and send it to the ACC committee to either approve or deny it. And if they deny it, they'll tell you what you need to change. So we don't want any pink pergolas. Basically, if your house is brick and tan, it would be safe to have a new porch that's brick and tan. We don't want anything looking too eccentric.
this is not Margaritaville.
No, no, you got to go up to Conroe for that.
Okay, how does the board try their darndest to be fair when they are enforcing the rules?
This is a big one where people may think that they're being targeted or something. To enforce the rules, like if we're looking at, outside appearance of the houses or something like that, we actually have our property management company do drive-throughs. They will send the board pictures of anything that looks a little bit crazy, and we will vote as a group as to whether or not we think maybe the people need a force mow or need to clean up their yard, or if it's an ongoing issue, if it has to be escalated beyond that.
So it's really not you or one of the other
No.
board members. The board members live in the neighborhood. The management company does not. They're a separate third party. So it's them that does it. It's not you picking on the neighbors.
No.
Okay. What's one way the HOA tries to build a stronger sense of community?
Well, I would say the biggest way that we try to build a stronger sense of community is through community events that we have budgeted throughout the year to get everybody together and socialize. Like most recently, we had the National Night Out, we had Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, we had the pool open for the kids, and we had music bumping. So it was a great block party event, and I'm hoping that we have more in the future. Oh, and another one that we recently did that Gerald Garcia headed up was our Easter egg hunt, which we were really happy to have back and thought was great to get everybody together in the same sense of community.
There was a big turnout for that of
Yes.
all different kids. It was great to see all the smiles. What advice would you give someone who might be thinking of joining the HOA board?
Well, I would say to definitely go for it. If you're not ready to make the jump and put your name in the hat to be voted on, another great way is to ask board members about committees or community events coming up that you could possibly help out with. I would encourage whoever wants to get involved to definitely get involved. That you'll see all of the different things that are involved in running a community.
Thank you. And I might add on that note, y'all, if you live in the neighborhood, it's easy to complain. I understand. We all do it. It's human nature. But try to get involved in a very good way. There's lots of activities Barker's Ridge has. They have the July 4th, the Easter egg hunt. There's the National Night Out, Christmas, our holiday decorations. There's always a committee. The same people seem to volunteer to put up decorations. They need lots of people to do these and other things. So don't be shy. Jump in and try a committee. And then if you find you like it or have something to give, then maybe put your name in the hat. Christina, thank you so much. This was wonderful, and I know the neighborhood appreciates you. She moved here from California without an HOA board, and we all think she's doing a fine job.